This video is a little bit different. This is kind of like a choose your own adventure type video. So if you have been in a car accident, you are a car accident victim, a car crash survivor, right? And choose which one are you. Are you number one, you just got into a crash and you have questions? Number two, you're dealing with a lawyer who already, and you have a case, but the lawyer won't call you back and you can't get your questions answered. Or number three, you're hurt after a car crash, but you're not getting the right care. And what we'll do is we'll put timestamps for each one, and you can just click to the one that fits your profile, that fits what's happening to you, and you could just watch that portion, or you could watch the whole thing. It's up to you. So number one, you just got into a crash. If you just got into a car crash, the most important thing to do is get medical care. Of course, at the scene, it's good to exchange information, take a photo of the damage to your car, the damage to the other car. The police should be called. I think failing to call the police and leaving the scene of an accident is a crime, although they have different rules during COVID. But despite that, definitely try to get a police report done if you can. If the police did not come or you waited so long, you can also get a MV-104 that you fill out on your own. And then photos are very important of the plate. Even if you don't exchange insurance information and the police don't come, if you have the plate, then a lawyer can just find out the insurance information by doing a DMV search. And most lawyers should have a dial-in account to do that search through the New York State, so it's fairly easy. So that's usually the important thing to do at the scene. But the most important thing to do holistically, right, from a long-term perspective, is just to get medical care. Go to an urgent care if you're having symptoms, go to the hospital, and then you can consult with a lawyer who will help you coordinate your care and provide recommendations of good medical providers, and watch the care and kind of like be a quarterback for the care all along the way. Because you might start at physical therapy and get chiropractic treatment or see an orthopedist, and you do that 2 or 3 times a week for at least 3 months, 90 days, right? But then once an injury is diagnosed, such as an MRI, and it shows a herniated disc, which looks something like this, like where you have the disc being herniated, the red part leaking out from the disc and touching these nerve roots. If you have that, well, then you should see a pain management specialist. They can do an epidural injection, a percutaneous discectomy. You might need to see a spinal orthopedic surgeon or a neurosurgeon. And then the lawyer is always with you every step of the way, making sure you're getting the right care. That's really, really important. So that's what I would say are the most important things for category number one. Now, category number two, you're dealing with a lawyer. You already have a case, either a lawsuit or a claim. You're already getting your medical care, but the lawyer won't call you back. You keep being routed to these paralegals. The paralegals have know-nothings. They won't answer your questions. And then you're just left, in limbo, which is not good. So what do you do in that situation? Well, you can definitely call the lawyer and be firm. Keep calling. What we do is we make ourselves available in many different ways. So you could email us, right? You could text us. You could call us. We're creating a platform where you could log in and a CRM, and you could start chatting with us, or you could drop a document. We drop a document. But communication is very, very important. And if your lawyer really is just stonewalling you and not communicating with you despite repeated attempts, that's actually an ethical violation. So what you could do is you could, number one, go to another lawyer, fire that lawyer, and just transfer your case to another attorney. And then that attorney will just take care of the transfer. You don't have to pay the legal fee twice. It doesn't affect you really in any way. You're just changing your lawyer. Just like if you see one doctor and you want to get a second opinion, you go to another doctor. If today I like Coca-Cola, tomorrow I might want to try Pepsi. It doesn't affect you in any way. The way that it works is the new lawyer that you hire will end up paying the expenses of the first lawyer. So the first lawyer gets his expenses. And then depending on the work that the first lawyer did, the two lawyers divide the legal fee, which is the compensation that is paid to attorneys, right? You could have 1 or you could have 10, or it doesn't matter the number. The attorney's fee is 1/3 and your fee is 2/3 or 66%. So it doesn't affect you, so you could do that. You could also even file a complaint with the bar association or the grievance committee, but that's not really going to help you. It's more like going to be an issue with the lawyer will have to deal with it. I don't think it's really going to do much because they're not going to, get you a new lawyer or anything like that. So, but technically it is an ethical violation not to communicate with a client. And number three is you're hurt after a car crash, but you're not getting the right care. Maybe you're hurt and you're having symptoms like you're having dizziness or some vertigo, balance issues. Maybe you're having issues with your eyesight. You had a concussion or a head injury, but your lawyer sent you to a chiropractor and he's cracking your back. He's doing acupuncture in your back and you have a head injury. That's a problem, right? If you have a head injury, you need to be seeing a neurologist. There's a lot of different testing, diffuse tensor imaging, 3T MRIs, PET scans, neuropsychologists. There's a whole, traumatic brain injury is a whole area of law. So that's just one example. It could also be something simpler. It could also be that you were in a car crash and you're seeing this chiropractor, this physical therapist. They're giving you some care, but you're having such debilitating pain in your lower back that you might need to see a spinal surgeon. And the lawyer's just not calling you back and not referring you. So what do you do in that situation? Well, I really think in that situation, you have two options. Number one, you can call your lawyer's office and say, look, I need to make an appointment. I have to see my attorney. And you give them an ultimatum. You say, look, I'm having really bad pain. I need to have a referral for a doctor, please. And, within 7 days, and if not, then I'm taking my case elsewhere. If they're not able to help you, you could take your case to another lawyer, or you could even find a doctor to treat you on your own by searching the internet. But, it's always better to be a team, right? You and your lawyer working together. So if you have to go out and do that on your own, that's already the loss of teamwork. So it's not as good. But I think that's probably the best thing you can do, is to just, kind of like nip it in the bud and give them an ultimatum, 7 days, 10 days, whatever you think is fair. And if they're not helping you, and you're having pain, you really need to get that resolved because it'll really accomplish two things, right? Number one, and most importantly, it'll make you feel better and you'll get the care that you need, whether it's an injection or surgery, or maybe you just need, another chiropractor. You don't know, right? So you're going to get the health back. And number two, it's going to help your case because now you're seeing additional specialists. A case with only chiropractic care or physical therapy that's showing like, let's say acupuncture and nothing else is worth a limited amount of money, maybe like $5,000 or $10,000. But if you were to see a pain management specialist who does like a percutaneous discectomy, that same case, if the coverage is there, could be worth $500,000, right? So 5 versus 500, that's a huge, huge difference. So that's why it's so important to make sure that your care is ongoing and that somebody is taking care of your medical needs. So I hope this has been helpful. Those are like the 3 top questions we get for people that were in a car accident and want to consult a lawyer or have questions during the process. Let us know if you have any questions. Please like and subscribe to our channel and drop us a comment. Let us know what questions you have and what videos you would like us to make, because we're happy to make videos that answer your specific questions. And maybe soon we'll even do a few lives where you could come on live and ask your questions and get an answer directly, or a further consultation later on if you need one. Okay, have a great day, everyone, and stay safe.